Now, the right of children to Free and Compulsory Education Act (RPE) Act 2009 remains inadequate in promoting incentive-based system for children education without generating awareness about the importance of schooling. Now, it is saying that until and unless you develop the so-called awareness about importance of schooling, you cannot develop incentives based system of education. What is incentive based system of education? An education where you will be getting some incentives to work on, which means after going, say for example, how RT is implemented. If you go to schools, you will be having midday meals. Like Tamil Nadu, you will be having breakfast. So this is called incentives that they are working on to attract the children. But unless and until without generating the real importance of education, you cannot have the so-called adequate, or this is going to be adequate, which means just don't focus on the so-called giving incentives for the children in the form of food or anything, but slowly develop the so-called concept of education itself. Make the students analyze, or make the people analyze why is education important as such. So the question is speaking on that. Remains inadequate in promoting incentive-based system for children's education without generating awareness about the importance of schooling. Now it is speaking two directions. One direction is sometimes it is failing to do incentive-based system of education along with the so-called awareness. Again, this is something uh, which we have to manage there. I don't say that you will have a perfect answer or perfect preparation for these type of questions. So what do I mean to say here? If you look at these 6 questions of social justice and governance, now among all the modules in UPSC, this particular section, polity as well as society justice and governance. Social justice and governance is the one which is highly critical, and which is very highly uh, difficult in the examination hall. The rest of the things you can manage. You can manage GS paper 3, you can manage GS paper 2, you can manage GS paper 1. When it comes to governance and social justice, is very difficult because they link to different aspects. It requires some analysis of social policies, it requires analysis of governance policies, it requires analysis of the so-called schemes that are present. As a result, it becomes quite difficult. So, out of all these 6 questions, look at this. You have to manage the 6th question, nowhere you study this. 7th question, again, very little, you can't manage, you can't expect these type of questions. 8th question, yes, this can be manageable. All these questions are managing questions, in the sense you have to manage in the examination hall itself, and you will not have any pre-expected questions. In polity you can expect, in history you can expect, but these 6 questions are unexpected. So when it comes to social justice and governance, no one can guess it. Guessing is quite impossible in these 6 questions. So it requires your thought. It requires your thought to develop. How that thought develops? By having critical knowledge about everything. Whenever you are looking at previous year questions, think on various dimensions. Okay, how they are present, how they are connected, how the subject is reoriented, how the previous year questions are reoriented, how can I answer this question. So you have to develop that thing. Otherwise, you cannot fulfill this. Take some model questions in account when you are preparing this subject. Sit with your friends, 4 or 5 members, and have a clear analysis, have a tolerant discussion, and then you can develop these 6 questions. So this is the thing that I wanted to say for social justice. So what are the myths? Again, I don't believe in the concept of writing a test for every paper or for every theme. Rather, the reality is go with the module, polity, you prepare it for prelims perfectly, you understand the subject, and the questions are going to be just application of that subject. You have seen all the 10 questions, right? The second thing is, as far as social justice is considered, take previous year questions, take model questions from the market, sit with 4 friends, and you try to analyze the questions. In this way, you can write a good answer for this. The last component is international relations. This is something expected. You can easily expect questions. All the questions you can expect. By reading the Hindu itself, you can answer these questions. No need to have a specialized study. So this is about GS paper 2. So in the morning I said about GS paper 1, how you can practice GS paper 1 questions. Right. In the GS paper 1, for history and geography, prepare with your prelims itself. And for society, prepare module wise. This is how in the coming days you have to prepare. So one analysis is very clear. Polity, history, geography is a subset of your prelims. Hence, prelims has to be dealt very clearly in these dimensions. Right. This is what for the day is. This is what my analysis of the paper is. Now, if you want me to rate this paper, as far as international relations is considered, it is easy. Polity, manageable, but social justice 6 questions are bit tough. So here, what I say is allowed 14 questions are manageable, 6 questions are bit tough, which requires some analysis in the examination hall. Sitting like this and speaking, it appears to be easy. But sitting in that hard seat and writing the answers, that too in the second half of the day. Morning you have sat for 3 hours to write the exam. Yesterday you have sat for 3 hours to write the exam. Now, when it comes to this day, the second day you are again writing 20 questions, which means already your energy will be drained, already your brain will be at the saturation, and you will be in a hurry to write. Given these considerations, what I say is, in the examination hall, I don't consider that this paper is going to be a very easy paper. As usual, just like 2021, I read this paper as a bit complex paper compared to your GS paper 1 and essay paper. Right, this is the analysis. We'll meet tomorrow with GS paper 3 analysis. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.